And that, my friends, is how you get your makeup to last really long on wedding day. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for today because today we're doing something a little bit different. It's a very highly requested video. We're doing my, or not really mine, but like a wedding makeup look using clean beauty products, but specifically this is actually how I did my wedding makeup and I loved it. It was so fun to do my own makeup. It was also like better because, like, you know, if you have darker skin, sometimes the makeup just don't match. Like, it's just looking all types of ashy, all types of orange. So like if you can do it yourself, it's like the best thing freaking ever. And this was such a good choice. I loved it so much. Also, please excuse how greasy my hair is. I know, I need to shower. I need to wash it. But this is the look on my face right now. I was really happy with it on the day. I got so many incredible compliments on how amazing my skin looked. I will say the skin on the, like on the, for the makeup is, in my opinion, the most important, and then the rest can kind of just, the eyes are important, but the skin, it just looks like I'm definitely wearing a good amount of makeup, and it's a lot of layering. There's a lot of tips and tricks in this video about what I did even leading up to the day. Like, it's a whole freaking thing, and especially if you're doing your own makeup, you want to make sure you're confident in it and like how it's gonna look and how snatched you're gonna look. Kind of did a somewhat smoky eye, but not super smoky. I really focused on the face. I wanted to be really like almost ethereal looking, but then also somewhat sexy. I'm not wearing lashes right now, but I did wear lashes on the day, and the lashes at the end really like complete the look. Lashes today just like weren't in the cards. My eyes have been really irritating me, so I didn't wear lashes today because I didn't want to irritate them more. But the lashes that I did wear were 3/4 lashes from Ilia, I believe, and they were really, really great. I would definitely check out 3/4 lashes, and it would look even better than this because the lashes just really complete the look for photography. But just today it wasn't in the cards for me. Wedding makeup wise, like I was so freaking happy with it, and I hope that this video, like the tips and tricks I give, I hope it's helpful. You don't have to do this look. This isn't a look that everyone will want to do, but the tips and tricks I give throughout will make sure you have like the best, most flawless wedding makeup. And I'm gonna just say it before we jump in to the actual video. Blending is key when you're doing your foundation. Like, I'm gonna cut out a ton. It takes so long, not actually so long, but it's gonna take you a while to do it, where you're not stressing doing it. It's like a relaxing process. Blending is key. When you're doing your foundation, blend, blend, blend. Like, I'm gonna cut out all the blending, but I'm just gonna say right now, blending in is key. And without further ado, let's jump in and talk about this wedding makeup using clean beauty products. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So first things first, I suggest prepping your skin weeks before. And by that, I mean, test your makeup out like your foundation. Make sure you're not gonna break out from that. But then also, I did a ton of face masks. My favorite face mask is a Cloudy Detox one. It's not super harsh, but it like gets your skin in a good spot. And then I did the detox oil a ton. Also made sure to moisturize a crap ton leading up to it because you don't want dehydrated looking face, even though I never drink water, so I always look dehydrated. And then eye cream the day of is really important. So this is the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. I'm freaking obsessed with this. And then this is what I would, if I was like doing my makeup now, like for my wedding, this is the face cream I would be using. And this is the Belief True Cream. And this is so freaking good. All right, next, I did my brows first on my wedding day, and I did my brows first before I came here and got on camera, because brows are a whole process. But I know someone's gonna comment and say, please do a brow video, and I am gonna do a brow video, I promise you. But I use this soap that I just like, this is the soap I use. Am I okay? This is the soap I used. I just sprayed it, took a spoolie, put my brows up, let it sit for a second. Then I take whatever I'm gonna fill my brows in with once it sits for a second and it's not like super wet, and then just push it down. That's really important. Just take it, push down your brows, and then let it dry. And then on the day, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I used on the day, and then I'm gonna give options for alternatives if it isn't necessarily like considered a clean product. But I think use whatever the frick you want on your wedding day. Actually, use whatever the frick you want in life, honestly. But I use the Glossier Brow Flick. This is a really good product. I'm just trying to find a dupe for this, you guys. It's a really, like, it's hard to find an alternative to this, or even like, just like this like specific thing. It's like a it's a little pen, and it's really easy to fill your brows in with this, and it doesn't deposit too much color, which is great. A good alternative that I would say is this one. This is the new Kosas like brow pencil. This is a really good product. Also the PYT brow pencil I really like. All right, next, then I went on with primer. Now I have 2 primer suggestions here. The Cover FX gripping primer is actually what I used on my wedding day, and I'm going to use that today. But also the PYT gripping primer is a really good alternative to that, and I really like that as well. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. Oh, with this, just make sure you don't over apply it, because it can be a little bit funky if you over apply it. Actually, if you over apply any primer, it can be a little bit funky. So little, like a teeny bit is important. So just take a little bit, and then I'm going to just apply kind of here in the middle, right? Just there on my nose, because we all lose. I feel like this area, like, all of a sudden has always no product for like most people. And then just a little bit more. I do like very little bit at a time, and I think that that is like the trick to primer. So I really only just prime the middle of my face. You prime wherever like works for you. All right, next. So then the actual, oh wait, I didn't tell you I prep my lips. So you gotta prep your lips, hydrate. If I didn't mention it before, the Premier lip mask is what I use like religiously. Can't live without it. Like literally own like 1,000 of these. This is really freaking good. Use a lip mask the night before. Make sure your lips are good. Exfoliate your lips. I just use like a towel a lot of the time, but you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. Then I use this. This is the Ilia, what is this? The True Serum foundation, and this is in the shade Maraca. I also have the shade Bondare in front of me here because it's darker. I'm a little tan. I'm going to apply just Maraca right now and see what happens. And the brush that I use is this brush here. This is the, oh my god, I never remember the name, the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7. This is the best brush ever. So then I'm going to take a little bit, just like this, and I'm gonna see kind of how it applies. I know that this is going to be too light. Yeah, it's a little light. That's okay. And then I'm going to apply it kind of to my face. This might look a little crazy because it's a little light, but I'm lazy right now. She is okay. She's light. We're gonna have to mix. We are going to have to mix. Okay, so then I just take this brush and I blend it out. Now I apply a little bit first, and then you guys, and then I will go and apply more. Actually, on the camera, it doesn't look as weird as it does in person, this color. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit more of Maraca. I'm gonna put it a little bit on the back of my hand, and then take ever so slightly of Bondare, because Bondare is not like super dark, but just like the undertone can look a little crazy if you're not careful. And by you, I don't mean you, I mean me. So I'm gonna blend this out, and then we can move on. I like let this settle in. I don't like immediately go and do anything else. I'm gonna let this settle in and then go in with concealer. So face concealer, I'm gonna go in with this from Merit Beauty. The actual concealer that I used on my wedding day is the Cover FX. I did not have hyperpigmentation on my actual wedding day. Because the universe was smiling down on me. But don't worry, I had hyperpigmentation all over my back because your girl had stress acne. And I wore my hair down, which was the best. And I actually did my own hair as well on my wedding day. And thank God, because wearing your hair up with hyperpigmentation on your back is just like the worst. So I'm gonna go actually let this sit on my under eyes. Let my concealer sit for a second, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this. You can use like a little itty bitty like lip brush, but I'm just gonna do this like this, because this is actually, I've been using a vitamin C serum that has really been lightening my hyperpigmentation like super fast. So I'm going to be doing a video on that soon, because I know there are a ton of men and women that watch me that suffer from hyperpigmentation. And like, as you know, if you have like darker skin, hyperpigmentation can literally ruin your life and last for like, some of mine has lasted like 2 years. So this I'm definitely going to do a video on, but I'm going to let this sit for a second, and then I'm going to blend it out with you guys. And then we can talk about the rest of my makeup. Okay, so I just blended out my concealer under my eyes, and here, the actual, I don't know if I mentioned this, this is the actual concealer I wore on my wedding day. This is the Cover FX Power Play, and this is in the shade N Medium. I'm going to take a little bit and medium too is what I meant to say. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and just, this is light for me, which is why I went on with the buff, because I'm pretty tan right now, but this is really good. I freaking love this. I actually probably would do the Merit Beauty concealer now, just because it doesn't crease at all, and then go with this on top of it. So I would do a combo. I would do what I'm doing now, and just really blend this out and get myself a little highlighted underneath, which I love. I really like, I love a like really highlighted under eye, especially on a wedding day. And not too much, like nothing too crazy. And like the trick for wedding makeup, I will say, is first of all, like me being like, oh, this is a little much in person, just a little much, like not a lot much, because sometimes wedding makeup, like, okay, sweetie, like that's a little bit much, but like a little bit much for in person, ever so slightly, but then like in pictures, it's gonna look amazing. I actually do like, for like event makeup, like this is actually the level I'm wearing right now is what I would wear to any event, like a wedding or anything. So I tend to go a little bit heavier for event stuff, but if you don't, like, you aren't that type of person, that's okay. And just keep adding until you feel like you're good. Okay, next, bronzer. Okay, folks, bronzer. I actually use this bronzer, the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I just used the like regular bronzer shade, and it looked really, really good and very natural. And I used this brush to do my bronzer, but I'm going to be using the Arrive Beauty one today. This is a great option for a clean one. I also really like the LYS Beauty one. There's a lot of good like clean options, but if you are on a budget, this is incredible. I like to blend this out with this. This is a really good brush. This is the Scott Barnes 65. And I bought this specifically for my wedding day because I was like, I need something that's going to be easy to blend with, that's going to be more precise, because I don't contour. Like, I just feel like contour looks crazy on me. It looks amazing on other people. When I do it, it's like, sweetie, no. Oh, also, I'm looking down, so there's a mirror in front of me here. So yeah, in general, I say like go a little bit heavier with all the products that you're going to be using, because it's going to fade. It's just, I mean, makeup fades. And also like for pictures, it's important, but you don't want it to be so heavy that you're like, honey. So what I like to do is I like to pull it forward and then take this and then just like kind of concentrate it towards the back and kind of create like a darker contour towards the back. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to make sense, but you're probably like, girl, what are you talking about? And the shade I wear in this is Dark Tan. I really like this. I really wish that they expanded it, like the shade range, because I think it's just like whack attack how like few shades they have. Okay, cheeks. So the cheek I used was this. This is from Becca, RIP, and this is the shade Wild Honey, and love this color. Okay, obsessed. Now this looks like super blah in the pan, but it gives like a gorgeous blush to the face. Now I found a good clean alternative that I like to this specific color. Oh, Jesus. This is the Bare Minerals Beige for Days color. So like, let me hold them side by side so you can see. Jeez. I'm gonna drop something. Oh, there we go. They look a little bit different, but actually on the cheeks they don't. I really freaking like them, and it gave me like a beautiful flush. Now, if you want it like a more dewy style cheek, I wanted a powder for my cheeks, but if you want a good color for like a dewy cheek look, these ones from Say Beauty, I did a whole video. I own now all the shades because I'm obsessed. These ones are really good. So this one is actually the shade I would wear. This is the shade Rosy, but if you want something a little bit more subtle, then the shade Peachy is really good. I actually really like this color, or mixing them together would be good. And I really like them, and what I like to do is like apply them, blend them out with my fingers or a brush. I prefer brushes in general, but these blend out beautifully with fingers, and then let it settle for a second and then set on top with a powder. And the powder I like to set it with is the Kosas powder, because it isn't super matte, so it still looks dewy and it lasts super long. And then setting spray is really important, and I have a good setting spray to tell you guys about later. But yeah, I'm gonna go on with this one here, the Bare Minerals one, and I really freaking like this. And what I did was I applied blush, and then I did the rest of my makeup, and then before I left, reapplied blush, and then my blush lasted like all night. It was amazing. So this is the brush I'm going to use. This is just like a fluffy, like blush where I can kind of control the powder a little bit more. But also a really good brush is the Sephora 98.9. I really like this one as well for like powder blush when I want like a light hand with it. And just kind of on the cheeks and then pull it back. And I like to kind of layer it slowly, like I don't like to overdo it. So I pull it on my cheek and then I pull it back to kind of blend into the, I want to see what it looks like in the viewfinder, so that you guys, I actually can see what you guys are looking at. Oh, there we go. Looked a little crazy there for a second. All right, and then blend it out like that. And yeah, that's, oh my God, the color's so pretty. So it's like kind of, it looks super neutral, but like on my complexion at least, it does not like lay neutral. And then I like to take a clean blush brush and go around the edges. And then when you set it and it all melts in, it's all gonna look good, you guys. Oh, I love my wedding day makeup. I actually have a picture. Wait, I have a picture. Oh, I have a picture that I'll like hold up on the screen real quick so that you can see what I looked like. I loved my wedding day makeup. Let me see if you can like, see if it can like focus. There we go. I loved it so much. Oh, this is a good, like, so you can see kind of. Oh, can you see? The lighting is a little tough. Oh no, focus on this. Ah. That's kind of what it looked like. I feel like you did not see that at all. I feel like this one, because it isn't as bright. That's what it looked like. I was obsessed with it. It was like exactly what I wanted. It was very, I don't know, it was very pretty and just, I don't know, I was obsessed with it. Okay, so I did my highlighter and then realized that the lighting was insane. So I fixed the lighting, so I think it should be good. Next, I did highlighter because I didn't realize the lighting was gone wrong. So I'm going to tell you what I used. The Kosas Tropic Equinox, and I just use this, dab it on my cheeks, then I go over it with a powder. And I went over it with a powder on my wedding day, and the powder I used was this one, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. This is a really good one, and I like it because it's just like, it's like just intense enough, but it's not crazy. But what I actually went over it today with, is everything like not in front of me when I need it to be in front of me? No, I just did it, I just had it in my hand. Oh, here we go. Crazy, sorry. I went on with this one here, and I really like this. This is from the Ilia palette that I'm gonna be using later to do my eyes. And then I set my face, and I set my face with this on my wedding day, the Hourglass setting powder. I really like this, but two good alternative options are the Ilia one. This is really good if you are an oily queen. This is a really good one to try out because you don't want to be super greasy. And the other products we're using today are a little bit glowier on the face, so just make sure that you do that. I'm going to be using this though on my face, and I'm just going to set here, and this area here is real important, and under the eyes. I can't find my little guy, so I'm gonna be setting with this. Oh, here it is, my little, and then I go on, like, something like this is great for under the eyes, and just really make sure that it is all good. All right, now that I've powdered, set the face. You gotta set the face. Now you use whatever setting like spray you want, whatever one is best for you that gives you the like end result that you want, because like nothing's worse than makeup melting off on your wedding day. I used on my actual day the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is like literally glue. This is great. I've been testing the Ilia setting spray, the blue light. I don't know about no blue light things, but this is actually really nice. I'm testing it side by side, the Urban Decay, and I don't have a final opinion on it yet, but I'm gonna be using this today to set my face. Oh, no, oh my God, every time with the sprayer, I hit my hair. I don't know why. It feels like the sprayer would be bigger or something. And drench your face, you guys. Drench your face. Okay, so I'm gonna let it sit, I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna go on with the rest of the face products. I have just one more set of face products that's like a powder, but I like to kind of layer the setting spray throughout the whole process, and I think that that is really important. We're gonna apply setting spray 3 times today, one now, once after the next product that I apply, and then once at the end. And that my friends, is how you get your makeup to last really long on your wedding day. Okay, so then after my face dries, I like to go on with like a diffusing powder to the cheeks. And I'm gonna, like what I actually used is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders in the shade Dim Light and Radiant Light, but I have a good alternative. And the alternative that I have is these here from Honest Beauty. These are the luminizing glow powder, and I have it in 2 shades. So this is the darkest shade. You can do that to go over your bronzer, and it just looks so pretty. And then what's this one? Midnight Reflection. So I think they actually only have 2 shades. This is the shade that I'm going to be using today, Midnight Reflection. I really like that. I feel like it does such a freaking good job, and it just looks like so diffused and pretty, and it does exactly what the Hourglass one does. It's really hard to find a good dupe for the Hourglass one, but this is a really good option. I'm gonna dip into it here and then just go over my cheeks, and this just gives like a beautiful glow and refreshes the, am I saying refresh again? Refresh. Oh my god, Manon. It refreshes the makeup look a lot. So I like to go over the top, and then I go over with another little like brushy thing right here under the eye. And I just really like what that does for here. And that looks so freaking pretty. I'm going to then set my face again, and then we're gonna go on to the eyes. So let's go, folks. Let's see if I get it in my hair this time. Oh, no, I did. All right, we're gonna let that set. Okay, so then next I'm gonna do my eyelids. So there's a bunch of ways that you can go with this. You can go with a primer. And this is a good primer. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter, not All-Nighter. What is this? Primer Potion. This is a good one. This isn't actually what I used. I actually just went on with my concealer. So that is, I like to use concealer, but if you want a really good primer, if you have really oily lids, I'm currently testing a ton of primers for the lid, but I want to find something that mimics this because this has a really good hold. So if you're the type of person that needs like a lot of hold, then I would suggest something like this, which is great. But I'm going to go on, I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on my finger, right? And I'm going to just do a little bit like this, and then, ooh, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. And then I'm just going to kind of dab it and blend it out. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to set it. You can use any powder to really set it. I'm gonna just set it with the powder that I used today, which I don't know where that is now. You know, oh, here it is. It's right in front of my face. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna set it. So there you go. That is just like all set. I feel like, yeah, it's like run my finger over it. It's like smooth sailing. My like stuff's not gonna skip. So now we're gonna do the eye makeup look. I showed you a picture of my makeup. It was like smoky on the bottom, a little smoked out on the corners, but not crazy, and then like lighter in the middle, and I really like that look. It just felt really like fresh, but still like sexy, and that is really the look I was going for my wedding day. So we're gonna do that again today, and I'm gonna do my best to remember. Now the palettes I'm gonna be using are the Ilia palettes and the Jason Wu palette. I think I'm gonna do like a good mix, and then I'm also gonna use my bronzer as a good like transition shade. So, but you can use whatever you want. First things first, transition shade. I'm gonna go into my bronzer for that. And this is a good bronzer transition shade color, and I'm just going to really get in there. You can see like this just adds like some pretty depth. I actually already have like darkness on my lids, so a lot of the time when I add like powder, it doesn't do that much of it, like it doesn't look that much different than when I'm not wearing makeup, but it's just nice to have that there. That is kind of the transition shade on my lid done. I'm gonna go into the darker colors now. So the shades that I'm gonna be using are, dropping this. So I'm going to be using the darker shade in this and the darker shade in this. And that is kind of how I'm going to get like a good little look. Okay, so tapped into both. And I'm going to be, this is a different brush, and I'm going to be really careful with how much product I use. You just don't want it to be too crazy. So pull it forward, and then I take my finger and I blend it. And the key to feeling really good about your makeup look is to just be patient. It's never going to look exactly how you want it to at first. And that is what I've learned in my way too many years of doing makeup and experimenting. I'm pretty happy with how that looks, but I want to add the like glitter next, the shimmer. So I actually combined these two colors here and I was really happy with it. So that is what I'm gonna plan on doing now, is like combining the two colors to kind of create like a really pretty look. So, you know, oh geez, I'm dropping everything left and right. So yeah, just take two, like one lighter and one darker color, and then just oh, that finger is not clean. On a clean finger, you guys, on a clean finger. What am I thinking? All right, and adjust it so it doesn't have to be. Oh, do you see that? That's so pretty. I'm gonna die. Look how pretty this is. I loved my wedding makeup. Not to toot my own horn, but I think I did such a good job. Like, look at that shimmer. Do you see that? It's just gorgeous. And then if you feel like you have like too much of the lighter color, then you can just add more of the darker color. And that's what's great about it. And then what I like to do, again, is then take my blending brush and blend. And there's no like right or wrong. It's just, so it's like fun to get ready with your girls and like do, like everyone's trying on their dresses. Everyone's like loving how they look. It's fun. That part is really fun. The wedding day is just stressful, or at least I found it really stressful. I don't know if other brides, let me know down below actually if you found your wedding day really stressful. I just wanted everyone else to have a good time, which I think is a flaw of my personality, is like I just want everyone else to have a good time and I focus on myself a little bit less than maybe I should. But that's okay. I mean, I feel like that is like a lot of brides, just like focus on themselves a little bit less than they should. And then again, I just take my finger, a clean finger. Make sure you have like wet naps or whatever it is around you so that your fingers don't have like a crap ton of like stuff on it. And then look at it, see if it's not smoky enough for you. I'm gonna add a touch more smoke, which could go wrong, but I'm gonna kind of pull it, focus it kind of further. Ooh. Focus it a little bit. I'm gonna pinch and then just kind of focus it a little bit more, like just a little bit more pinpointed. I actually have like a ton of brushes that I used on the day, but for whatever reason when I sat down I did not bring them with me, so here we are. And I'm really happy with that. For now I'm gonna go and do my lower lid now, my lash line now. So I'm gonna take this little brush here and I'm gonna dip into the bronzer and I'm gonna pull it down. So I'm dipping into the two darker colors again. You can see I did one eye, and then I'm going to be doing this eye and pulling it forward. Now if it looks really dark, that's okay. I actually wanted it to be really dark, but if you don't want it to be that dark, that is perfectly fine. You gotta do what like works for you personally. And just make sure every time you're dipping into a new color, if you're using the same brush, you're just kind of cleaning it off. And then I'm gonna dip into the lighter color again, the bronzer color, and I'm just gonna go over it again and kind of diffuse that a little bit, because you don't want it to be too crazy. I mean, maybe you do, maybe you do. Some people love a smoky eye on their wedding day, and I love that for them because it just looks so amazing and sexy. Like a super smoky eye. I feel like this is pretty smoky, but yeah, so then pull it down, and nothing ever looks complete until you have like lashes done. Which also, not side note, very much on topic. Are you like a lash person on your wedding day? Like, are you gonna wear lashes, or do you not like that? I actually wore lashes, just like 3/4 lashes from Ilia, and I really like them. I'm not like a fake lash person, like extensions. I did it once and I really didn't like how it looked on me. It just looked insane. I think I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner next. So I was like on my wedding day, I was really into like liquid eyeliner, and I haven't found a clean liquid eyeliner that I feel like lasts long enough for me to suggest it to you. I'm currently going to start testing the Bite Beauty one, so if that's a good one, I will let you know. But I used this one, the Glossier liquid eyeliner. I really like this one, but there's also, there's a L'Oreal one that I have here, and then there's also this. For my wedding day, I would never use a product like this. I would always use a liquid eyeliner, so I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner so you can see what it looks like. But if you have one, like a good suggestion, please leave it down below that is clean, because I'd love to be able to suggest like a truly amazing clean eyeliner. But I'm going to use this one from Glossier because this is what I used on my wedding day. Can I just say, the tips on the Glossier ones are like, they like, I don't know if you can see, like they like kind of separate a little bit. So I just do like a little bit. Nothing crazy at all. I don't pull it forward all the way. I don't like that on my eye look. So I'm going to do mascara now, and I have 2 mascaras here. I'm gonna layer. Now, because I'm not gonna do lashes today, that's just like a lot of work, but I did the 3/4 ones from Ilia. I think they were the 003 ones. I really like those, but the mascara I wore on my wedding day was waterproof. I have been testing a waterproof mascara that is clean. However, I don't know, jury's still out on it, so I'm not going to use that one in this video. I'm going to use a combination of these 2 mascaras, the Ilia mascara and the Merit Beauty mascara. So I'm going to do the Ilia mascara first, and then I'm going to do 1 coat of the Merit Beauty one, and then I'm going to go 1 more coat of the Ilia one to make sure it's really separated, and not super separated, because I really like intense, like voluminous lashes. And so that's going to be the mascara look. I'm going to do the bottom lashes just so you can see the finished look, which actually might be a mistake. Now that I think about it, I only did waterproof mascara on my bottom lashes. I didn't do on my top lashes. All right, I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so that is eyes done. I really like that's so pretty. Okay, now we're gonna do lips, and then I'm gonna touch up my blush ever so slightly, and then we're gonna set one more time, and then we're good. So the lip liner I actually wore on my wedding day is Oh Coco, and I really like this. I want to show like what this actually looks like on the lip, but 2 amazing, so I have 3 actually really good alternatives that I love. So this is the shade, this is the mented, so 2 of the mented shades in Dope and in the shade Bare. These are really good. And then also, I freaking love the Victoria Beckham lip liners, and this is in the shade 05. Love. This is, I want to show the tone of this so that if you don't have, like you don't have these ones, that you can see the tone I'm suggesting, especially if you're my skin tone, of exactly what I used. So this lip liner, Oh Coco from Marc Jacobs, is really, really pretty. And it's like a warmer toned brown, but it's not super warm toned, that it's like almost red. So I want to share this color on my, like as the accurate lip color on my lips, just in case, again, like I feel like finding the perfect lip color for your wedding day is really, really hard. And this, I want to, like if you have anything like this at home, this is a good like lip liner option. And then I go on with the Kosas lipstick, which I am obsessed with. So yeah, and this is in the shade Vegas. Obsessed. Like literally I own like 3 of these. Can't stop, won't stop using it. So freaking pretty. Like I'm obsessed with that combination. But this like exact lip color is like what I wanted, like a little bit brown, a little bit nude. It's gorgeous. Like, are you kidding me? Now I didn't put a gloss on top of this because this lipstick is pretty hydrating, but if you want a gloss, throw a gloss on top. Maybe don't when you're like doing your first kiss or whatever it is. But yeah, now at the end I was done with my makeup. I'm gonna set my face, but I'm gonna do a little bit more blush on top. I did a little bit more blush on top and it was a great choice, so I'm gonna do it again just so that you can see. And I'm gonna focus it more towards the back and not pull it as far forward anymore, because I feel like it's pretty good at the front, but like just towards this part and maybe whatever's left without dipping back in. And I'm gonna set my face one more time. I'm actually gonna go in with the Ilia setting powder. Ooh. Ever so slightly, because the studio lights are making me really hot, so I don't want it to look too crazy. Okay, happy with that. And then I'm gonna set my face one last time with setting spray. All right, we're set with setting spray. We're gonna let that dry. And then, yeah, this was my finished wedding makeup look. I feel like this looks really, really good. And in photos, it was just like so gorgeous. It looked, I mean, I'm just tooting my own horn. That's all I'm doing in this video. Is like, I looked amazing, but I really was happy with it. It looked really, really pretty. I'm going to, my hair's so greasy right now. Like, why am I taking it down? Like, I need to shower. But I just want to like have like that out of my face so it's not a distraction. This is the finished look and I'm so happy with it. I was so happy with it on my wedding day. I would love to know if you've done your makeup on your wedding day. What'd you use? If you're going to, was this helpful? I hope that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's it for this wedding makeup look using Clean Beauty products. And I hope any suggestion I made, whether it was clean or conventional, is helpful to you, because your wedding day is going to be such a special day and you don't want to have to overthink anything. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.